What's up guys, welcome back to my channel Anime Fiction. I'm back with a new episode of What If Naruto Was Goku's Descendant Part 12. And if you did enjoy the video, consider a like, and if you're new to my channel and like my content, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more crossover fictions with a twist. Now let's begin this new video.
Chapter 25. Unleashed Fury. Naruto's Mind, Ninth Tail's Cage. The Nine Tails returned to the depths of Naruto's mind to reflect on the recent occurrences. When he sent Naruto, his chakra was also helpful in restoring Naruto's ki. Back to his main issue, he came to a conclusion about what was missing from his own ki, which repulsed him. I'm in desperate need of a human body. It would genuinely explain everything. Naruto is a being with a body through which ki flows, while the Nine Tails was nothing more than a jumble of chakra. He derived this ki from Naruto's, which was now nearly useless. As much as I despise it, in order to use this new source of power, I need an organic form, but how? Zabuza slashes his sword down, wanting to cut through Haku to reach Kakashi. Naruto move, said Kakashi. Naruto did as instructed, bouncing back and forth as Kakashi grabs hold of Haku with one hand to the back and flips up through the air away from Zabuza. As Kakashi dropped on one knee with Haku in his arms, Zabuza's huge blade crashed into the bridge. He sacrificed himself to save Zabuza. Haku must have cared about Zabuza to do such a thing and for such a man. Kakashi reflected as he took his hand away from the youngster in his arms. Naruto, on the other hand, was crushed by Haku's death as well as Zabuza's apparent dismissal of Haku despite the fact that Haku had risked his life to save him. In all honesty, Naruto saw Haku as a friend who he knew was a wonderful person at heart despite how much he appeared to be. In fact, if you looked closely, you could see Naruto's eyes start to water, indicating that he was on the edge of sobbing, yet Zabuza didn't appear to mind. Naruto growled, "You bastard." Zabuza turned to face Naruto, who had his head bowed, his eyes shaded, and his fists clenched. Kakashi carefully placed Haku on the ground, his fists too balled. "He cared so much about you, and you don't care," shouted Naruto, tears streaming down his face, startling Zabuza. "Why should I care? What did you say?" Naruto demanded angrily as he sobbed. "I saw him as a useful tool, and that was all he was to me, and he knew it. Haku knew the risks of standing by the side of a ruthless killer like me." "You stupid bastard, you are too blind to even see all this time that Haku saw you more than just that. He cared so much about you following you until the very end and you toss his memory aside like garbage. With all that you just said about Haku, you don't deserve his affection for you. He sacrificed so much, even his life for you. He didn't see you as a monster, he saw you as someone. This boy. First it was Sasuke, and now it's Haku." Through those piercing eyes, Zabuza could feel the depth of Naruto's rage as Naruto took one step forward and said in a cold and menacing tone. "You're dead," says the narrator. "Naruto, stay right there." Kakashi's request caught Naruto off guard, and both Zabuza and Naruto stared as Kakashi brushed his fingers over Haku's eyes, closing him. Kakashi then turned his irritated look on Zabuza. "Naruto, this is my fight," says Naruto. "So then you just want me to stand here?" Naruto questioned, his figure trembling. "I want you to go collect Sasuke." "Huh? We don't abandon a leaf ninja, especially one who gave his life for the sake of a comrade. Please honor my request to be the one to finish Zabuza." Naruto's teeth were bare as he glared at Zabuza once more, his fists balled and his form shaking in wrath, wanting to murder this man, but he decides to honor Kakashi's request as his form begins to shake, looking away to the ground. "Alright, once you find Sasuke, you take him to the others." Naruto agrees and proceeds to walk back to where Sasuke collapsed in fight, and as he does so, Zabuza prepares to hurl his blade to remove Naruto's head, but Kakashi, noting the tiniest movement of a muscle, appears in Zabuza's directed vision, blocking his target. "Don't even think about it. Your only target right now is me, and you're mine." As Naruto went through the mist, he lowered his head low, repeating the combat on the bridge in his mind. Sasuke's sacrifice of leaping in and taking the hit for Naruto, and Haku's sacrifice of jumping in and risking his life for Zabuza, and they both had clear motives for doing what they did. It was because they were guarding someone dear to them. Naruto and Sasuke had a competition, but it was beginning to resemble a friendship between the two. For years, Haku and Zabuza had traveled together, watching out for one another, with Haku considering Zabuza as someone to look up to and defend at the cost of his life. He still believed he could have spared both Sasuke and Haku, If he had not fulfilled Haku's desire to kill him, perhaps Haku would have continued chasing and living a life of his own, even traveling to the Leaf Village. He was beginning to believe that attempting to murder Haku was a bad decision. He was beginning to think he should have simply declined his request, but that would not have prevented him from saving Zabuza. So, on that note, I should have moved quicker. Now Sasuke came to mind. Believe it or not, Naruto not only aspired to surpass Sasuke, which he appears to have done today, but he also looked up to him. In fact, before Naruto even met Master Zen, the Uchiha was his inspiration to become the best and strongest ninja of all. Sasuke, you shouldn't have done that, and why did you do it for me? Because you're frail. Naruto came to a halt, his eyes narrowing as he realized it was the Nine Tails teasing him once more. Get out of my head. You were simply not strong enough. If you had been, Sasuke's death would not have occurred. In the end, Naruto, you are to blame. Shut up. You won't be able to silence me. After all, I am a part of you. I don't care if you're sealed inside me, but you're not a part of what I am. Oh, and what exactly is that? A human being. A weak one. If I'm as weak as you claim, why can't the oh-so-great Nine Tails break out of weak little me? Naruto smirked. You little she. Naruto has no idea how he achieved it, but he has shut the Nine Tails off from communication. It was most likely due to his daily meditation sessions. After all, Master Zen had told him that meditation may help him improve his mind. He proceeded on his route till he came to a halt in front of Sasuke's body, looking down on Sasuke with such fear. Sasuke, I'm sorry. Naruto knelt and took Sasuke's form, now holding him in his arms. Please forgive me. My friend. Zabuza and Kakashi clashed as their struggle drew closer and closer to the last Leaf Ninja standing guard in front of Tizuna. Zabuza roars as he charges Kakashi, who has only stood without even raising his guard, giving Zabuza his most concentrated glare. Zabuza swung his blade, but Kakashi outpaced him by disappearing and reappearing further back. Zabuza was perplexed as to what was going on. He could no longer keep up with Kakashi's motions. All Zabuza was doing now was attacking in a frenzy, burning himself out for Kakashi, who was avoiding every single one of his strikes like he was fighting an ordinary genin. Zabuza ran toward Kakashi, slapping his fist away from his own face before disappearing and reappearing behind Zabuza, swinging the back of that same palm into the back of Zabuza's head. The missing ninja lurched forward, regaining his footing as he whirled his shape around again, this time facing Kakashi, the tip of his sword cutting through the concrete like butter. Zabuza was taking deep breaths as he stared across at Kakashi, who was still standing in place with his arms down. Why can't I keep up with his movements? It won't be long before Zabuza is defeated. Konai stated, yeah, look at him, he's done. How is he still fighting in this condition? Sakura wondered. Zabuza, he has his own ambitions to fulfill, and as he said, he will not stop fighting until they are realized. He believes there is some way for him to overcome Kakashi right now, but even he knows he can't. The sound of echoing footfall then drew the ninjas' attention as they glanced ahead and saw a figure approaching their way, looking to be holding something in its arms. As you come closer, you can see Naruto carrying Sasuke in his arms toward the rest of his teammates. Sakura continued to cry as Tizuna hung his head as Kakashi kept his attention on Zabuza and shifted his gaze for a time to watch Naruto carry Sasuke away in his arms as Naruto passed behind him. Zabuza seized the opportunity and ran forward, saying, "Don't take your eyes off of me, Kakashi." Zabuza came within striking distance, swinging his blade toward Kakashi, who suddenly balled his left fist and backhanded Zabuza again, sending the missing ninja into the pavement while continuing to watch Naruto stroll back toward the group with Sasuke in his arms. Before Zabuza charged Kakashi again, Kakashi just muttered Sasuke's name one more, and this time it was Kakashi who went to Zabuza. Kakashi moved faster than Zabuza, catching Zabuza off guard before being assaulted by Kakashi's fists and feet. Zabuza was doing his best to counter Kakashi's punches, but the violent echoes of Kakashi's fists and feet slamming on his skin echoed aloud, accompanied by Zabuza's grunts. Kakashi kicked Zabuza in the chest, causing the missing ninja to stagger backwards, almost losing his balance but recovering, but it didn't matter because as soon as he did, Kakashi reappeared before him, punching him across the face, drawing blood and reintroducing Zabuza to the soil. Kakashi just stood there, looking down at Zabuza, who was picking up his from with his arms and glancing over his shoulder at the copy ninja. "You've lost, Zabuza." "I will not lose. Meanwhile, while Kakashi continues to slap Zabuza around, Naruto has arrived at the group that has come to a halt ahead of them. How did this happen? Konai inquired, his voice mournful. As Naruto carefully placed Sasuke on the ground, Kabuto closed his eyes as Sakura began to cry. "I'm sorry," Naruto stated abruptly. "Naruto, are you sorry for what?" Konai inquired. "This is for Sasuke. You know, Naruto, that Sasuke's death was not your fault. We all saw it. Sasuke chose to save you. I know how much you loved Sasuke and me, Sakura." Sakura stated, "It's not your fault, Naruto." Naruto, Sasuke knew what he was getting himself into when he decided to become a leaf ninja. Regardless of his ambitions, he knew that being a ninja of the Hidden Leaf Village would require courage, strength, and sacrifice, and by intervening and saving your life, he may have just helped save this country with your survival. Kabuto knelt next to Sasuke, gazing at the ostensibly dead genin. What will Lord Orochimaru say once I deliver this news to him? He wanted the Sharingan so badly, and now it appears that ambition is even further away from him. The only other option for him is Itachi Uchiha, but even Lord Orochimaru knows he is no match for that man due to Itachi's amazing skill in the field of genjutsu. In fact, Lord Orochimaru may even kill me because I was here with Sasuke the entire time. They were all focused on the fight between Kakashi and Zabuza. Zabuza was losing as he held his blade in front of him, taking regular breaths and wiping sweat from his brow. Zabuza was about to move when Kakashi appeared behind him, one hand already holding the back of his neck. "It's over for you, Zabuza, you can't beat me in your current state." With his free hand, Kakashi spun a pair of kunai around his fingers before grabbing both of them and stabbing them into Zabuza's arm. In a last-ditch effort, Zabuza swings his enormous sword from behind him to slash through Kakashi, but the Leaf Ninja's moves are too rapid. The knive's sharp edges tear into his arm skin, rendering it useless, and Zabuza fails to cut Kakashi as he evades at the last second. Zabuza's blade appeared to have been thrown helplessly as it slid over the bridge's concrete until it came to a rest in place, and all was silence. The mist appeared to be nearly parted now that I could see considerably better than before. "It's over," Kabuto muttered as he stood there watching. However, that did not appear to be the case, since the sound of a cane repeatedly striking the pavement echoed loudly. Everyone's attention was drawn to the opposite end of the completed bridge, where the guy responsible for everything stood, flanked by an army of mercenaries and criminals that outnumbered him. "That's Gato," Naruto murmured, narrowing his focus on the dwarf. "Gato, what do you think you're doing here with all the men? I thought I told you I'd take care of this?" "Oh, and it looks like you're doing so well, Zabuza. Look at you. You're a wreck. From what I can tell, you failed. I should have known. You stupid ninja. Did you really think I'd pay someone like you in the end?" "What? I'll be honest with you, Zabuza, I never intended to keep our end of the bargain. I planned on killing you somehow. What you did with the Leaf Ninja, your price range was too high. You failed me 3 times, Zabuza, but in the end it appears that I win. With the condition you and the rest of the Leaf Ninja are in, killing you all and Tazuna himself shouldn't be too difficult for my men to finish off." Gato went closer, coming to a halt in front of Haku's immobile body, prompting Naruto to widen his eyes as he realized what Gato was about to do. "This little punk broke my arm." Gato kicks Haku, who has died. "Don't touch him," Naruto yelled angrily at Gato. Gato mocked, "Oh, and what are you going to do about it?" Gato believed the ninja were doomed and too exhausted to do anything, and he was overconfident with his superior numbers standing behind him. Gato was about to kick Haku again when a flash of light, or rather a blast of energy, hit Gato's right leg, causing him to yell out in pain and fall onto his ass as smoke rose from his right leg. Gato lets out a deep roar, staring down at his leg, where his skin appears to have been burned, and wondering whether it came from Naruto, who had his right hand aimed towards Haku. Naruto was not the only one with a scary expression on his face. Konai, Sakura, Kabuto, and Kakashi also did. "Gato, your reign and cruelty upon the people of Wave comes to an end this day," screamed Naruto. Naruto appeared to be about to charge in without thinking, when Zabuza intervened, stopping Naruto in his tracks. "Naruto, do you have a kunai you can spare on you?" "Why? I have no reason to kill Tazuna anymore. All I want now is Gato, and he will die by my hand alone." They can tell Zabuza was only looking at Haku's body on the bridge as Gato backed away with a limp. Naruto honestly didn't want to trust Zabuza or even help him because of what he said about Haku, but something told him that wasn't the case. that Zabuza cared about Haku as a person rather than merely as a weapon for him to torture. Naruto notices Zabuza's unfitness for a fight, which confirms Naruto's concerns about the missing ninja turning on them with the kunai. Naruto reached into his pouch and hurled a kunai to Zabuza, who managed to pull away the bits of white cloth wrapped around his mouth and capture the kunai between his pointed teeth. Just one more thing. What exactly is it? You simply spoke too much. Wet drips hit the concrete in front of Zabuza's feet, indicating that the demon of the hidden mist was crying. Even though I told myself time and again that he was nothing more than an instrument for my schemes, I found myself looking out for the boy not because I was afraid of losing a weapon, but because I was afraid of losing someone who was precious to me. Zabuza. The exhausted Kakashi murmurs, and now I've lost him because of my petty ambitions. It's too bad I won't see Haku again after this. Zabuza's stare suddenly flicks forward to Gado, tightening his sights on him and terrifying the man as he backs away from his group of men. Honor my request that you leave Gado to me. Zabuza raced ahead at breakneck speed. I am doing this for you, Haku. Naruto was astounded to watch Zabuza drive through Gado's troops with nothing but a kunai in his mouth and no use of his arms as he got some spears poked into his back as he mowed through. Nothing seemed to be able to stop the demon of the hidden mist as he hacks and slashes through Gado's troops, spilling their blood. Gado himself emerges from the back of his enormous horde of henchmen, only to come to a standstill on the completed bridge, with nowhere to go. Unless he leaps off, however, from this height, it didn't appear that he would be able to live. Gado turned around to see Zabuza surge through the mob of crooks and mercenaries heading right for him. Gado was horrified and on the verge of passing out when he thought he saw a demonic-like figure around Zabuza's form. Was he experiencing hallucinations or was his terror so intense that he saw things? He's not a demon at all. He's the devil. Zabuza leapt the rest of the way toward Gado, slashing the kunai across his arm and then across the midget's chest, spilling his blood onto the concrete. Gado warily looked into Zabuza's face as he chuckled. Where you and I are going, Gado, will not be where Haku is going, Zabuza stated, smiling as he gave Gado a toothy grin. What? We're both going to hell. Together. And I'll have a seat right next to you. Gado can only scream as Zabuza delivers the fatal blow, cutting off Gado's head as he falls over the bridge into the river below, staining it with blood as Gado's corpse crumbles onto the bridge floor, leaking forth a pool of blood. Sakura and Naruto couldn't help but feel awful when they saw a decapitated corpse, and Zabuza accomplished it with only a kunai. When Zabuza slumped, Naruto became concerned about him, but then the mob of Gado's henchmen spoke up. Hey, he just killed out meal ticket, so how in the hell are we going to get paid? One of them inquired. The rest of them began to agree with one another until they swiftly came up with a solution. We'll just have to make do with what the village has to offer. With numbers like this, the Leaf Ninja were expecting a struggle, but then an arrow from a crossbow is shot, nailing in front of the thugs, drawing the attention of the Leaf Ninja. They looked over their shoulders and there he was, armed and ready to battle, with the entire town behind him. You thugs will not be allowed to enter our village. The townspeople began to applaud in unison. If you so much as try to take one step, we will fight you all the way to the end, Inari declares aloud to them. Tizuna found himself crying with delight as he saw the village gather together with Inari leading and Naruto giving Inari an approval smile. What do you think? Should we still go for it? One of the guys questioned. I think your odds just got a lot worse, exclaimed a familiar voice to Kakashi. Kakashi only smiles when he hears that voice. Better late than never, I always say. A total of 8 more Leaf Ninja appeared by the Leaf Ninja's side, including 6 Genin and 2 more Jonin. Kurenai, who announced their arrival, was joined by Might Guy, Hinata, Shino, Kiba, Neji, Tenten, and Rock Lee. Wow! Exclaimed Sakura, overjoyed. All right, Konai responded, smiling. Naruto merely smirks as he glances back to the thugs, while Kakashi is lost in thought. Lord Third. He couldn't help but think of a warm smiling Hiruzen Sarutobi saying, thank goodness for you. So, you still want to fight? Naruto smirked as he took a step forward. Hell no, I'm out, not even worth it, later. One by one, putting their lives in danger, they all rushed for the boat that was waiting by the bridge, and it didn't look like it could take much more because it was wobbly and threatening to topple over. However, it was still making its way across the sea with the overcrowded number on it. They were leaving, and all that could be heard as they walked away were the ecstatic villagers' loud cheers and cries of pleasure. They were finally free of Gado's control, and the future of their country and people looked brighter. Hope was never lost, it was always present. Naruto had a smile on his face right now, but it rapidly faded as he lowered his head, mourning the death of Sasuke. "Oh no!" Kurenai exclaimed, noticing the presumably deceased Sasuke. "Kurenai-sensei, Sasuke, is he?" Hinata inquired. "It appears so. Did anyone check for a pulse? He doesn't have one," Kabuto replied, kneeling close to Sasuke. "I didn't like the guy much, but is Sasuke Uchiha dead?" Kiba said quietly. Guy inquired, "How did this happen?" "Sasuke gave up his life for Naruto." Naruto can sense the gazes on his back. However, if it weren't for his sacrifice, Naruto would never have beaten Haku. "He gave his life for a comrade, and he will be given an honorable burial when we return to the village," Guy remarked. "You were a brilliant ninja, Sasuke Uchiha," Lee stated as he bent his head in respect. Neji's eyes were the only ones that remained on Naruto's back, and Naruto could tell that they were looking at him. "How did you let this happen on your watch, Naruto?" Neji inquired. "Neji," scolded Konai, "don't take it wrong, it's a sad loss, but it's also for the future of the Uchiha clan, which is now all but extinct, with only one remaining out there. Once the elders hear of this news, they'll be questioning Naruto, because Sasuke was one of the last of the Uchiha clan, and you have to understand his importance to the village itself." "Neji, that may be, but now is a time of mourning. Those matters will be dealt with upon our return to the village. Besides, I doubt Naruto would be in any type of trouble because you might as well be blaming Kakashi as well. He is the squad leader, and I doubt he will be blamed either." Sasuke knew of the risks when becoming a ninja of the Hidden Leaf Village, Guy said. However, from the corner of his eye, Kabuto detected movement below, and it was Sasuke. Sasuke only opened his eyes halfway. "What's going on?" Hearing his voice made Sakura happy, and the others were relieved to see Naruto's eyes wide open, tears dripping down his cheeks and a smile slowly developing. Naruto raised his arm to wipe away his tears while whispering, "Thank God." Naruto then raised his head as it began to snow. At the same time, Kakashi approached and reached Zabuza, who was still alive, while Kakashi was aware of Sasuke's survival hearing them from this distance. "Kakashi, could you please do something for me?" "Yes, Haku. Bring me to him." "Okay." Kakashi softly removes the spears and takes Zabuza toward Haku, gently lays him next to him. Zabuza tears up as he goes for Haku's face with his hand. "I don't regret taking you in. I wish I could see you again, but I won't. I only wish I was going where you were going." Zabuza closed his eyes and passed away, while Haku's closed eyes appeared to shed some tears. It was up in the air. "Who knows, Zabuza, you might as well go there," Kakashi remarked. Both Zabuza and Haku were properly buried by Team 7, with their graves overlooking Wave Country and the village in the distance. Naruto then walked up, carrying the Zabuza sword in both of his arms, and stabbed it down between their graves, walking back and standing with his teammates. "Kakashi-sensei?" asked Naruto. "Yes, Naruto, are we really nothing but tools?" "In a sense, yes. We fight and kill in the name of our villages and the protection of our people, but the hidden villages are not like that at all. Every village mourns the death of every ninja who falls in battle, honoring their service. For example, the many leaf ninja who gave their lives against the Nine Tails years ago. They are honored as our heroes, and now the three of you are as well." Naruto said with a smile, "You're forgetting yourself. Naruto, especially you. You are a hero, and the people of this country see you as such. You brought hope and courage to the village through Inari, and you are shaping up to be a lot like your father." "So, what now?" Sakura inquired. "Well, we'll stay here in Wave until the bridge is finished, and then we'll all return to Leaf Village. Now come on you three, let's leave Zabuza and Haku to rest and get back to Tezuna's." Kakashi was the first to leave, followed by Sasuke and then Sakura, leaving Naruto alone. Before departing, he smiles at both Zabuza and Haku and says, "Later, guys. The rest of the day would be dedicated to rehabilitation, particularly for Team 7, Konai, and Kabuto." Because of the needles within his flesh, Sasuke received the most of Kabuto's attention. Naruto, who was standing on the pair, looked forward to the bridge that was still being built, and from what he heard, the workers were going to work all night to get the bridge down even faster. With how calm it was outdoors for Naruto as he observed, he could hear the construction work from afar and see the lights that were turned on. Naruto even made a mental note of it. That sensation he had when he was totally recovered from his injuries and first faced Zabuza. It was that feeling of being stronger that he had after his struggle with Haku. "Do you have a minute?" Naruto turned over his shoulder and saw Kakashi approaching him and coming to a stop right next to him. "Kakashi, sensei? Naruto, you did really well today. Thank you, sensei. But, I need to strengthen myself. I don't want another close call like what happened to Sasuke." "I know, and you will continue to grow, Naruto. Have you ever loved and lost someone, sensei?" "Yes, I have. It must feel terrible." "Yes, it did, but I keep their memory with me and will always cherish my past moments with them." Kakashi returns to the subject he was going to question Naruto on. "Naruto, I'm sure you're aware of your outburst of rage over Sasuke's apparent death?" "Yeah, but I blacked out somewhere and didn't know if I was still fighting or not until..." "Until what?" "Sensei, it was him." "Who?" Naruto turned to face Kakashi on his right. "It was the cat of 9 tails. So that confirmed my suspicions. That was the power of the 9 tails chakra, but also that other strange secondary source of power within. But that wasn't me, it was all the 9 tails." "Are you sure? He had told me so." Kakashi's solitary eye widens. "He told you? He talked to you?" Naruto simply nodded. "He told me he was just going to kill Haku for me and only him, and then he would give me back control. When I thought Sasuke was dead, he took advantage of it. I couldn't handle the chakra, and so when I blacked out, he took over. I was able to break away just in time before he was able to land the killing blow upon Haku. This isn't good. I'll inform Lord Third as soon as we get back." "What happens if it happens again?" "Then you'll have to train with the right tutor." "Huh? You'll need someone to help you train to be able to handle the 9 tails chakra the next time something like that happens." "But, who?" "Well, I'm no help in that department, but I'm sure we can come up with something once we get back. The bridges should be finished in 2 days' time, so in the meantime, Naruto, it's a night of celebration for Wave's liberation, so how about you come on inside and do the same, yeah?" "I suppose. Your heroics are spreading like wildfire," Kakashi observed as they both made their way back inside. Naruto and Kakashi were inside the home, coming to a halt near the doorway of the living room area, where all of the Leaf Ninja were gathered, either sitting on the couches or on the floor, and Inari was standing in the center, smiling. "No way," Kiba exclaimed, "I don't believe you, kid. It's true, even my mother witnessed the entire thing. Naruto wiped the floor with my father's executors, 2 of Gado's very best men, and even defeated the Demon Brothers all by himself." Kakashi leaned forward and whispered to Naruto, "I think I know how word about you spread so quickly." "Oh Inari, don't forget to mention how Naruto and Sasuke held Zabuza back and how he defeated Haku," Konai smirked, admiring Kiba's reaction. "I have no way of believing that. You can ask Kakashi and Naruto, who are standing right over there." "Yo," exclaimed Kakashi. Guy inquired, "Kakashi, is that true?" "Every word of it. Zabuza trapped me with one of his jutsu, and both Naruto and Sasuke outwitted him, Sasuke freeing me while Naruto held him off by himself." With a tiny smile on his lips, Naruto scratched the back of his head and looked to the floor. Kiba simply stared at Naruto in surprise, as did Tenten, who had never taken Naruto seriously, and Neji, who was also staring at Naruto. "Okay, so who was this Haku guy on the bridge with Zabuza?" "Yeah, and Kiba, guess what, he was more dangerous than Zabuza, and Naruto beat him as well," Konai said. "What?" Kurenai inquired. "Kakashi, is that true?" "Yes, it is. But his academy scores? While not the lowest, he was below average. Naruto here just seems to get stronger and stronger every day," Kakashi stated, patting the top of Naruto's head. Rock Lee appeared in front of Naruto, surprising him, as he had fire in his eyes. "I've heard nothing but good things about you, Naruto Uzumaki, and I'd like to challenge you to a match." "You mean like right now? Please, you can't fight him, he's an advanced genin, and he'll destroy you," Neji replied. "Wow, Neji, way to be the supportive one. Rank doesn't prove one's strength, you know. Should I take that as a compliment?" "Please, Naruto Uzumaki, my flames of youth cannot take it any longer, I must fight you." "Just one more thing. What exactly is it? You simply spoke far too much." Wet drips landed on the concrete in front of Zabuza's foot, signifying that the demon of the hidden mist was in tears. Even though I told myself time and again that he was nothing more than an instrument for my schemes, I found myself looking out for the boy not because I was afraid of losing a weapon, but because I was afraid of losing someone who was precious to me. Zabuza, mumbles Kakashi, tired, and now I've lost him because of my petty ambitions. It's too bad I won't see Haku again after this. Zabuza's gaze shifts to Gado, strengthening his grip on him and terrified the man as he backs away from his group of men. Honor my request that you leave Gado to me. Zabuza accelerated to breakneck speed. I am doing this for you, Haku. Naruto was startled to see Zabuza mowing through Gado's warriors with only a kunai in his mouth and no use of his arms as he got spears thrust into his back. Nothing could stop the demon of the hidden mist from hacking and slashing through Gado's warriors, spilling their blood. Gado emerges from behind his massive horde of henchmen, only to come to a halt on the constructed bridge, with nowhere to go. Unless he leaps off, it didn't look like he would be able to live from this height. Gado whirled around to see Zabuza charging through the horde of crooks and mercenaries en route to him. Gado was terrified and on the verge of passing out when he saw a demonic-like figure around Zabuza's form. Was he having hallucinations, or was he so terrified that he saw things? He's not a demon at all. He's the devil. Zabuza slashed the kunai across Gado's arm and then across his chest, pouring his blood over the concrete. Gado glanced nervously into Zabuza's eyes as he chuckled. Where you and I are going, Gado, will not be where Haku is going, Zabuza said with a toothy grin. What? We're both going to hell. Together. And I'll have a seat right next to you. Zabuza delivers the deadly blow, cutting off Gado's head as he falls over the bridge into the river below, soaking it with blood as Gado's corpse crumbles onto the bridge floor, spilling forth a pool of blood. When Sakura and Naruto witnessed a beheaded corpse, they couldn't help but feel horrified, and Zabuza did it with only a kunai. Naruto got alarmed as Zabuza slumped, but suddenly the mob of Gado's minions spoke up. Hey, he just killed out meal ticket, so how the hell are we going to get paid? One of them wondered. The rest of them began to agree with one another, and they quickly devised a solution. We'll just have to make do with whatever the village has to offer. With numbers like this, the Leaf Ninja expected a fight, but then an arrow from a crossbow is shot, nailing in front of the thugs and catching the Leaf Ninja's attention. When they looked behind them, there he was, armed and ready to fight, with the entire town behind him. You thugs will not be allowed to enter our village. The residents began to applaud in unison. If you even try to take one step, we will fight you until the end, Inari declares to them aloud. Tazuna burst out laughing as he saw the community assemble, with Inari leading and Naruto giving Inari an approval smile. What are your thoughts? Should we go for it? One of the lads wondered. I think your odds just got a lot worse, a familiar voice cried to Kakashi. When he hears that voice, Kakashi merely smiles. Better late than never, as I always say. By the Leaf Ninja's side appeared 8 more Leaf Ninja, including 6 Genin and 2 more Jonin. Might Guy, Hinata, Shino, Kiba, Neji, Tenten, and Rock Lee joined Kurenai in announcing their presence. Wow! Cried Sakura, ecstatic. Alright, Konai reacted with a smile. Naruto simply smirks as he returns his gaze to the goons, while Kakashi is deep in meditation. Lord the Third, he couldn't help but think about Hiruzen Sarutobi saying, thank goodness for you. So, you still want to fight? Naruto took a step forward, smirking. Hell no, I'm out, not even worth it, later. They all ran for the boat that was waiting by the bridge, placing their lives in peril as they did so, and it didn't look like it could take much more because it was unsteady and ready to tip over. However, with the overcrowded number on it, it was still making its trip across the sea. As they walked away, all that could be heard were the joyful villagers' loud cheers and cries of happiness. They were finally free of Gado's grip, and their country's and people's future looked better. Hope was never squandered, it was always present. Naruto had a smile on his face right now, but it quickly faded as he bent his head in sorrow for Sasuke's death. Oh no! Kurenai screamed, recognizing Sasuke, who had undoubtedly died. Kurenai-sensei, Sasuke, is he? Hinata was curious. It appears to be so. Did anyone check for a pulse? He doesn't have one, Kabuto said, kneeling down to Sasuke. I didn't like the guy much, but is Sasuke Uchiha dead? Kiba spoke quietly. How did this happen? Guy wondered. Sasuke gave up his life for Naruto. Naruto is aware of the stairs on his back. However, if it weren't for his sacrifice, Naruto would never have beaten Haku. He gave his life for a comrade, and he will be given an honorable burial when we return to the village, Guy said. You were a brilliant ninja, Sasuke Uchiha, Lee said, bowing his head. The only eyes that remained on Naruto's back were Neji's, and Naruto could feel they were looking at him. How on earth did you let this happen on your watch, Naruto? Neji was curious. Konai scolded, Neji, don't get me wrong, it's a sad loss, but it's also for the future of the Uchiha clan, which is now all but extinct, with only one survivor. When the elders learn about this, they'll question Naruto, because Sasuke was the last of the Uchiha clan, and you have to understand how important he was to the community. That's true, Neji, but this is a time of mourning. Those issues will be addressed when we return to the village. Besides, I doubt Naruto would be in any trouble because you could just as easily blame Kakashi. He is the squad commander, and I doubt he will be held accountable. Sasuke was aware of the dangers of becoming a hidden leaf village ninja, Guy stated. However, Kabuto noticed movement below from the corner of his eye, and it was Sasuke. Sasuke's eyes only opened halfway. What's going on? Sakura was overjoyed to hear his voice, and the others were relieved to see Naruto's eyes wide open, tears dripping down his cheeks, and a smile developing. While whispering, Naruto raised his arm to wipe away his tears. Thank you, God. As it began to snow, Naruto raised his head. At the same time, Kakashi approached and reached Zabuza, who was still alive, while Kakashi was aware of Sasuke's survival from afar. Kakashi, could you please do something for me? Yes, Haku, bring me over to him. Okay. Kakashi gently removes the spears and leads Zabuza over to Haku, where he gently lays him next to him. Zabuza sobs as he reaches for Haku's face with his hand. I don't regret taking you in. I wish I could see you again, but I won't. I only wish I was going where you were going. Zabuza closed his eyes and died, while Haku's closed eyes appeared to be crying. Everything was up in the air. Who knows, Zabuza, you might as well go there, commented Kakashi. Team 7 buried both Zabuza and Haku appropriately, with their graves overlooking Wave Country and the settlement in the distance. Naruto then approached, holding the Zabuza sword in both of his arms, and stabbed it between their graves before returning to stand with his colleagues. Kakashi-sensei? Naruto inquired. Yes, Naruto? Are we really nothing but tools? In a way, sure. We fight and kill in the name of our communities and the safety of our people, but the hidden communities are not at all like that. Every community mourns the death of every ninja who dies in battle, in order to honor their service. For example, the many leaf ninja who died fighting the Nine Tails years ago. They are recognized as heroes, and now the three of you are as well. With a smile, Naruto remarked, you're forgetting yourself. Naruto, particularly you. You are a hero, and the people of this country regard you as such. Via Inari, you brought hope and courage to the community, and you are growing up to be a lot like your father. So, what happens now? Sakura was curious. Well, we'll stay here in Wave until the bridge is finished, then we'll all return to Leaf Village. Now come on you three, let's leave Zabuza and Haku to rest and get back to Tezuna's. Kakashi left first, followed by Sasuke and Sakura, leaving Naruto alone. He smiles at both Zabuza and Haku before leaving and says, later, guys. The remainder of the day would be spent on recovery, especially for Team 7, Konai, and Kabuto. Sasuke attracted the most of Kabuto's attention due to the needles within his flesh. Naruto, who was standing on the pair, was looking forward to the bridge that was still being built, and he had heard that the workmen would be working all night to get the bridge down even faster. Naruto could hear the construction work from distance and see the lights that were turned on because of how peaceful it was outside. Naruto took mental note of it. That feeling he experienced when he was fully recovered from his injuries and fought Zabuza for the first time. He got that feeling of being stronger after his battle with Haku. Do you have a minute? Naruto looked back and saw Kakashi approaching him and coming to a stop right next to him. Kakashi, sensei, says the teacher. Naruto, you did really well today. Thank you, sensei. But I need to strengthen myself. I don't want to have another close call like what happened to Sasuke. I know, and you will continue to grow, Naruto. Have you ever loved and then lost someone, sensei? Yes, I have. It must feel terrible. Yes, it did, but I keep their memory with me and will always cherish my past moments with them. Kakashi returns to the topic on which he was going to question Naruto. Naruto, I'm sure you're aware of your outburst of rage over Sasuke's apparent death? Yeah, but I blacked out somewhere and didn't know if I was still fighting or not until... Until what? Sensei, it was him. Who? Naruto turned to face Kakashi, who was standing to his right. It was the cat of 9 tails. So that confirmed my suspicions. That was not only the power of the 9 tails chakra, but also some other strange secondary source of power within. But that wasn't just me, it was all the 9 tails. Are you sure? He had told me so. Kakashi's lone eye expands. He warned you. Did he talk to you? Naruto just nodded. He told me he was just going to kill Haku for me and only him, and then he would give me back control. He took advantage of the fact that I thought Sasuke was dead. He took control when I blacked out because I couldn't manage the chakra. I was able to flee just in time before he could deliver the deadly blow to Haku. This isn't good. I'll inform Lord Third as soon as we get back. What will happen if it happens again? Then you'll have to train with the right tutor. Huh? You'll need someone to help you train to be able to handle the 9 tails chakra the next time something like that happens. But, who? Well, I'm no help there, but I'm sure we'll be able to come up with something once we get back. The bridges should be completed in 2 days, so in the meantime, Naruto, it's a night of celebration for Wave's emancipation, so why don't you come on inside and do the same? I suppose. Your heroics are spreading like wildfire, Kakashi noted as they returned inside. Naruto and Kakashi came to a halt near the living room entryway, where all of the Leaf Ninja were gathered, either sitting on the sofas or on the floor, while Inari stood in the center, smiling. No way. Kiba screamed, I don't believe you, kid. It's true, my mother witnessed the entire thing. Naruto wiped the floor with my father's executors, 2 of Gado's very best men, and even defeated the Demon Brothers all by himself. Kakashi leaned in close to Naruto and whispered, I think I know how word about you spread so quickly. Oh Inari, don't forget to mention how Naruto and Sasuke held Zabuza back and how he defeated Haku, Konai smirked, impressed by Kiba's reaction. I have no way of believing that. You can ask Kakashi or Naruto, who are standing right over there. Kakashi yelled, Yo, Kakashi, is that true? Guy questioned. Every single word of it. Zabuza captured me with one of his jutsu, but both Naruto and Sasuke outwitted him, with Sasuke rescuing me while Naruto held him off alone. Naruto rubbed the back of his head and looked down at the floor, a faint smile on his lips. Kiba, Tenten, who had never taken Naruto seriously, and Neji, who was also staring at Naruto, were all taken aback. Okay, so who was this Haku guy on the bridge with Zabuza? Yeah, and Kiba, guess what, he was more dangerous than Zabuza, and Naruto beat him as well, Konai explained. What? Kakashi, is that true? Kurenai asked. Yes, it is. But what about his academy grades? He wasn't the worst, but he was below ordinary. Naruto here just seems to get stronger and stronger every day, Kakashi said, stroking Naruto's head on the top. Rock Lee, who had fire in his eyes, emerged in front of Naruto, surprising him. I've heard nothing but good things about you, Naruto Uzumaki, and I'd like to challenge you to a match. You mean, like right now? Please, you can't fight him, he's an advanced genin, and he'll destroy you, Neji said. Wow, Neji, way to be the encouraging one. You should know that rank does not demonstrate one's strength. Should I consider that a compliment? Please, Naruto Uzumaki, my flames of youth cannot take it any longer, I must fight you. Naruto led the way to his apartment through the streets of Leaf Village, unaware that they were being followed by none other than Kiba. Kiba glances around the corner, watching Naruto's back as he moves further away. It didn't seem feasible to him that Naruto could be as strong as his squad mates claimed, and even their own teacher weighed in on his growing strength. There's no way he can be stronger than me, and I'm going to prove it, Kiba muttered quietly. Naruto emerged from his flat door a few minutes later, wearing a new pair of clothes from the same ensemble. Yes, he had plenty on hand just in case. Alright, where else? Anywhere you want, Kabuto responded. Well, let's see if I like ramen, Konai remarked, that can't be the only thing you eat. Well, no, it's just my favorite food. I know another place that I think you'd like, my sister and I go there a lot. Konoha dangos, am I right? Questioned Kabuto. Oh, yeah. Those dangos are really quite tasty, Naruto said. So, dangos then? Kabuto inquired of Naruto. Dangos it is. It wasn't long before they arrived to Konoha Dangos, and both Kabuto and Konai were staring at them with wide eyes. They were watching Naruto devour dango after dango, tossing each stick into the trash bin until it was nearly full, while Naruto smiled contentedly. Wow, that's not normal, Konai thought. My wallet is going to get it, Kabuto thought, his eyes welling up with tears. Wow, those were really good. Anko arrived at the shop as Naruto and the others were heading away from the shop, still being followed by Kiba. The three were walking away when they heard the booming echo of a very agitated woman. Sold out? What was that? Naruto inquired of his companions. No idea, responded Kabuto. Konai thought, that sounded like Anko. Okay, boys, I think we'd better move a little faster. Why do you say that? Naruto inquired of Konai. Konai, who was immediately behind Naruto, suddenly pushed him ahead and forced him to walk faster. Please just trust me on this one. Many minutes later, Naruto, Konai, and Kabuto arrived to the academy training field, where Naruto held his first official team assembly as an advanced genin with Team Kabuto. Even though it hadn't been long, Naruto treasured the recollection. Konai was standing on the highest steps of the bleachers, looking out into the horizon, when she noticed her older sister racing around like a rabid dog hunting for the person who had caused the dangos to sell out. She won't think to look over here for us, and judging by how she's going from suspect to suspect, I'm guessing she didn't even bother asking the cook who ate them all. Meanwhile, Kabuto sat at the bottom of the bleachers, watching Naruto, who was in the center of the field, throw some light punches and kicks and eventually perform some flips for fun. Naruto was bursting with enthusiasm and, unexpectedly to Kabuto, talent. Kabuto was going to erase all past information he had on Naruto and start over from the beginning. He needed to learn everything he could about him, especially his unique jutsu. Hey, Naruto, Kabuto said, can I ask you a question? Sure, Naruto replied, continuing his light workout. That Kamehameha jutsu of yours against Haku was just amazing. In fact, I have never seen or heard of anything close to it. How do you do it? From what I gather, it requires you to charge it, but with what source of power do you use for it? Naruto comes to a halt in his movements as he mulls over how to respond to that inquiry. You have a sharp eye, Naruto said aloud as he considered how to respond. Well, we are ninja, so we are deemed to have such. You know I'm curious as well, Naruto, Konai replied as she sat down. Okay, Naruto, you have to tell another lie because Master Zen would kill me if I told them about Ki. Are you okay, Naruto? Kabuto inquired. Well, if you see how I do it, you guys probably wouldn't believe me. Try us. You see, to answer that question, I have 2 sources of chakra, and it is only through that second source that I am able to use that jutsu and others. Naruto replied hurriedly, lying to their faces. You have 2, Konai said, surprised. 2 chakra sources, that's incredible, Kabuto responded. I'm not sure where or how I got it, but I'm guessing it's from my family origins, which I'm still researching. Oh, so that means you have a bloodline then? You think so, Naruto said, continuing. I have never heard of any clan having 2 different types of chakra? Konai inquired. Well, Konai, it could have originated even before our times, for example, during the clan wars before any hidden villages were founded, as there were many clans back then that fought one another. Sure, the hidden villages have these clans documented, but did you know that we still don't have all clans documented to this day? No, I didn't know that. It's possible that Naruto has a strange bloodline that dates back to that era. Do you think we can figure it out? If the answer to Naruto's mysterious bloodline comes from the Clan Wars era, the chances of finding it are 1,000,000 to 1. So, probably not anytime soon, it appears to be. With his back to them, Naruto breathed a sigh of relief. That was just too close. Perhaps I should abandon the idea of having a bloodline for the time being. So, Kabuto, what could be said about the way he fired out those spheres of energy from his palms? Well, the Hyuga clan appears to be able to shoot chakra from their palms. Perhaps Naruto here discovered his own way to do the same. Kabuto was no fool now. He knows Naruto has the 9 tails trapped within him and that human sacrifices are capable of activating their chakra. Naruto's normal chakra, as well as the 9 tails, would mean he has 2 sources of different forms of chakra. However, when Naruto unleashed his Kamehameha, it did not feel like a normal chakra or a demonic like the 9 tails, but rather something altogether else. That means Naruto has 3 sources of chakra and Kabuto knowing Naruto was deceiving them. But why? What was so valuable about this 3rd source of chakra that it had to be kept hidden even from his fellow Leaf Ninja? Is it even a chakra at all? So it's through that source that you're able to perform those jutsu. Wow, Naruto, you're a genius in the making, or you could just be making history and spreading gossip. What do you mean by spreading gossip? Naruto, now concerned, inquired swiftly. Naruto, all the people of Wave, mostly out of all of us, thank you and see you as a hero. You restored courage and hope, and stories tend to spread. Naruto, even though no one was on that bridge when you launched that jutsu of yours, who knows if there was a nearby bystander watching from a distance, such as a local fisherman out in the waters, or perhaps another ninja from another village and nation. You don't mean spies. Naruto, they are everywhere in this world, the ninja world. Who knows, there may even be enemy ninja within our village as we speak. Could be your closest friend or even neighbor, and they don't even have to be a ninja to begin with, as they could be a simple citizen. Oh, if only the 2 knew there was one among them right now. Oh no, what if what Konai says is true? What if ninja from all over seek me out because of my exploits? Speaking of other ninjas, Konai mentioned, different ninjas from the other villages should be arriving any time soon. What exactly are you talking about? Naruto inquired. Of course, Naruto for the Chunin exams, which allow ninja from other hidden villages to compete for the chance to become Chunin, and the Chunin exams are being held here within the Leaf Village. And because they are held within the Leaf Village, those ninja will be able to stay in the village until the exams are over, or at least their part has come to an end if they fail, Kabuto explained. Are the exams really that difficult for the 7th time? They are, and you should not take it lightly. I'll be there with my Genin squad. Does that mean I'll be seeing you as well, Konai? Naruto inquired. No, you won't. Why not? Says one. Naruto, I am a ninja on call. There is no squad for me to be placed in as of yet unless someone dies or is killed in action. Naruto, I am a ninja on call. There is no squad for me to be placed in as of yet unless someone dies or is killed in action. However, I am able to help the proctors in the exams but only with the small things like going about giving you a piece of paper. Have you ever participated before? I did. I was the only one who survived. Survived? Naruto, people can die in these exams. Holy hell, then I really need to get stronger before the exams begin. I will not let any of my comrades perish. Neji will take part as well. Oh, I had thought as such, Kabuto. I'm sure you're aware not to underestimate him. Oh, don't worry, I intend to beat him because I am a lot stronger now, and once I defeat him in combat, a new genin of genins will be crowned. You sound very confident. I am, but don't worry, I won't underestimate him. Naruto? When Sakura and Sasuke arrived, they all turned to the familiar voice. Sakura, Sasuke, what are you guys doing here? Well, Sasuke had intended to get some training in here as well. Seriously, Sasuke, I always assumed you'd go to the other training grounds outside the village. I'm not that emo, Naruto. Wait a minute, did you just crack a joke? Suddenly, another visitor appears, Kiba and his large dog buddy Akamaru. Oh. Hey Kiba, what brings you here in this neck of the woods? Naruto grumbled. Didn't you already forget? Forget what? You heard me back in Wave, Naruto. I challenge you, Kiba exclaimed as he pointed towards Naruto. Huh. You heard me, Naruto, I challenge you right here and right now. Kiba, what brought this up so suddenly? The way that kid and the rest of your squad boasted about how you were able to stand up to Zabuza, defeat some of Gado's best mercenaries and the Demon Brothers, and even defeat his subordinate who was said to be more dangerous than Zabuza and the Demon Brothers themselves. I don't care what they said because there is absolutely no way you could have become that strong. That would imply you are stronger than even Sasuke. And me. Hey, you're the one who's implying that, not me. How does someone like you, the class clown, go around taking down missing ninja left and right? Well, it's not my fault, I strive to better myself every day. I demand you prove it, Kiba says, forming a smile, and you could do it if you can beat me. Kiba, you're an idiot, there's no way you're going to beat Naruto, Sasuke exclaimed abruptly. What the hell is this coming from someone like you? Even you didn't see Naruto as much back then. Things change, Kiba, and let's say he has earned my respect. I'm not saying he's stronger than me, I'm saying Naruto has grown stronger as a result of his progress, and let me tell you, Kiba, you will lose. save yourself the embarrassment, and channel your jealousy elsewhere. I am not envious. No, Naruto, fight me right now. I don't think I need to, give him exactly what he wants. Huh. Replied Naruto, glancing at Sasuke. If he wants to see how badly he has been surpassed, you might as well show him to make him see the truth. I'd rather be spending my time training. Or you're just fleeing a losing battle, Kiba mocked. Oh, it's not that. It's just that this is a waste of time when I should be preparing for the Chunin exams, and didn't we agree back in Wave that we'd settle this somehow during the exams? Who cares, we're doing it now. Naruto, please go ahead. Naruto turned to face Kabuto. But, don't worry, if things appear to be going too far, I will intervene. Naruto remained silent as both Sasuke and Sakura returned to the bleachers where Kabuto and Konai were sitting, while Kiba prepared himself across from Naruto. Kiba then turned to face Akamaru, who was standing next to him. Akamaru, I want you to stay out of this one, okay? This is between him and me. Kiba narrows his attention on Naruto, who just gives him a serious stare, as Akamaru nods and walks near the bleachers. Kiba has never seen Naruto make such a solemn expression before. Kiba, I'll give you one chance to back down, Naruto said. I should be asking you that, you idiot. I'm not going to go all out on him because I don't want to get in trouble here and have some other leaf ninja jump in and send us both to the old man Hokage. Kiba is a leaf ninja, and we're inside the village, and yet he was going to fight me seriously without Akamaru. He's a real overconfident one. Let's go. Kiba charged towards Naruto, who stood his ground without even raising his guard. When Kiba finally attacks him with his sharp nails, Naruto just avoids them by panning his head or form left and right as he quietly backs up with Kiba approaching at the same time. Look at that, he can't even hit Naruto, Sasuke stated, his Sharingan eyes alert. Naruto leaps back, arms down, while Kiba leaps after him, not wanting to let him escape. Running away, you coward. Naruto used the body flicker to disappear from Kiba's sight before Kiba's fist could even try to throw the punch. Kiba landed, searching for Naruto and wondering where he went. He also notices that Naruto did not even show a hand sign when performing the body flicker, which Kiba did not believe was possible. Really, you learned this at the academy, so Kiba must have either missed that class or been asleep. Over here, Kiba! Naruto exclaimed. Kiba turned to see Naruto standing where he had started, arms crossed across his chest, and a barely discernible smile on his face. Wipe that grin off your face, you're just lucky. Kiba leapt toward Naruto again, this time throwing a punch, but this time Naruto moved with his pure speed alone because Kiba freezes when he feels the back of Naruto's right fist tap the left side of his face from behind, and there Naruto was standing behind him holding his fist close to Kiba's face. Naruto had gone all out in his speed for that one time, but it would have been much faster if he had been in his aura spark. It could have been your head, Naruto teased and mocked. Kiba, who had a shocked expression on his face, begins to snarl as he looks over his shoulder at the calm Naruto. Avoid this. Kiba punches Naruto only to be knocked off his feet by Naruto from behind, who uses both hands to see Kiba fall face first to the ground. Kiba stomps his feet again, this time aggressively confronting Naruto, who lowers his arms and places his hands on his hips. Kiba, just walk away already, go train and get stronger. You've been damned. Kiba charged Naruto once more, but this time he was blocking all of Kiba's punches, kicks, and slashes with his hands and arms. When Kiba attempted a left punch, Naruto merely stopped it with his right hand's palm and then carefully wrapped his fingers around Kiba's fist, infuriating him even more. Kiba kicks his right foot up to Naruto's head, only for Uzumaki to raise his left forearm and block the leg while releasing Kiba's fist, and when he released Kiba, he went into another flurry of slashes with his claws on Naruto. However, Naruto simply avoided them by leaping back and forth or, on occasion, motioning his body to the left or right in evasion. When Kiba launched his fist forward, Naruto dodged under it and leapt over Kiba's head as if playing a game of leapfrog, upsetting Kiba even more, and when Kiba turned around to attack, he did not even get the chance to rear back a strike because Naruto had his hidden kunai to his neck. Kiba only stared in shock as Naruto gave him a blank face, and when Kiba comes to, he leaps back and away from Naruto, putting distance between him and the advanced genin. How could I have missed a single strike on him, and how is he so fast? I've never seen somebody move like that before, Kiba thought as he hissed at Naruto. Naruto sheathed his kunai behind him, crossing his arms across his chest and gave Kiba a tiny smile. There is no way I am going to lose to the class clown. You don't have to lose this game. You can simply leave and go strengthen yourself before facing me in the Chunin exams. Shut up and Kiba charged at Naruto, who stood still. Fight back, you coward. Naruto's eyes narrowed as he uncurled his arms, and when Kiba gets within striking distance, he fakes a blow before kicking one of his legs over the ground in an attempt to knock Naruto off his feet. Take note of the word attempt. Naruto jumped up and delivered his right foot across the left side of Kiba's face, or rather to his jaw, knocking the ninja off his feet while blood spitted out of his lips. Kiba falls to the ground, coming to a standstill seconds later, and Kabuto stands up while Akamaru races to his master's side. Alright, that's the end of this, Kabuto declared. Meanwhile, Kiba was back on his knees, one hand to his mouth, blood splattered on his hand and some trickling out the corner of his mouth. The power behind the kick, and he was already down. Kiba swiftly rose up, turned around and rushing Naruto as he yelled. It's not over yet, says the narrator. Kiba, I said stop. Kabuto chased after him, yelling. Naruto stood his ground once more, his eyes concentrated on Kiba, and as Kiba approached striking distance, he was astonished to feel an arm wrap around his neck from behind, and it wasn't Naruto. It was the fact that Kabuto had already caught up to him that piqued Naruto's interest, as Kabuto flips him up and over, smashing Kiba front first into the ground, twisting one of Kiba's arms behind his back, and Kabuto using the other hand to hold Kiba's arm to the ground. I said that was enough. Not until I've beaten him. Now get the hell off of me. Perhaps I should keep you restrained while Konai reports this to your sensei, or how about the Hokage himself? Should I send her to get your mother? Kiba's eyes enlarge when his mother is mentioned. The Hokage might scold him or punish him in some other way, but his mother was someone he didn't want to get into problems with, especially since she was the leader of their clan. Now I'm going to let you go, heal your wounds, and forget all about it, do you understand? Kiba grumbled, but eventually replied with a yes. Good. Kabuto lets Kiba stand back up, only gazing at Naruto as Kabuto quickly heals his wound. Seeing Kiba's scowl, Kabuto steps in, his arms crossed across his chest, blocking Kiba's view on Naruto. You may now depart and follow Naruto's advice to prepare for the upcoming Chunin exams. Kiba growls. Go, or I'll have to take what I just promised. Kiba snarls as he walks away, asking for Akamaru to follow him as everyone watches him disappear. With only one kick, Kiba has either been slacking or Naruto has grown too powerful for him, Sasuke pondered. Well done, Naruto. Konai clapped loudly. Many thanks for jumping in, Kabuto. I didn't want it to become any worse. It's not a problem, but don't you think you overdid it with that kick, Naruto? I'm sorry, he really got to me. It happens to all of us, but keep a cool head next time, okay? Alright. Well, I and Konai are leaving, so we'll see you at the Chunin exams. If Kakashi-sensei approves of us. Oh, don't worry, I'm sure he will. See you next time, Naruto, Konai said loudly before moving her body. Kabuto says, later. Naruto was now alone with Sasuke and Sakura. Are you going to get some training here? Sasuke inquired. Nope, I prefer to train alone. No offense, but I can't teach you any of my new techniques until we rematch. With a smirk, Naruto said. You have a valid point. I'm not going to risk having people see my training here. Sasuke responded with a smirk of his own. So you're going back to the Uchiha district, by yourself? Sakura inquired. Yeah. Sasuke, I know and understand what happened to your clan, but not the pain you are experiencing. Don't you think you should be training somewhere other than inside the Uchiha district by yourself? Naruto inquired. Naruto has a point. It's not healthy, Sasuke. Sakura expressed her agreement with Naruto. Thank you for your concern, but don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm used to being alone, just like Naruto. Sasuke turned around and walked away. I'll see the two of you tomorrow. Stay safe, Sasuke. Sakura remarked aloud, receiving a wave from Uchiha. And you had better get stronger. Naruto spoke up. Oh, don't worry, I plan to. Sasuke responded by disappearing with a body flicker. Can I ask you a question, Naruto? Sure, what is it, Sakura? How come you and Sasuke have such a strong connection? I mean, from what I recall, you and him used to be at odds within the academy, but here you two seem to be the best of friends, not to mention your teamwork. Let's just say we came to an understanding about one another, but he has had a better life. You didn't have any parents. No, I'm sorry, but that was not my place. It's okay, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I was going to ask you another question that just came to mind. And that is, are you and Konai together now? Oh, that. Naruto blushed gently as he remembered the kiss. Watch out, Naruto, you appear to be about to pass out, Sakura said sarcastically. I'm sorry, she was just. Well, she was good. A good kisser, you mean? Yeah, but it was all just a joke. Some sort of joke then, huh? Wait a minute. What, Sakura, were you jealous? Naruto inquired, a grin on his face. What? No, I wasn't envious. Sakura, if you really liked me that much, you could Bonk. Naruto whimpered, both hands on the top of his head, as he was not sitting on the ground after being smacked by Sakura. Hey, what was that for? First and foremost, Naruto, I was not envious. I'm just a little worried. Concerned about what? Well, she just kissed you out of nowhere and you call it a joke? If you like her joking around, just wait until you meet her sister. What exactly did you say? Nothing, Naruto muttered as he swiftly restood himself. Anyway, I'm going to get going and finish up my training for the day. Didn't you say you were going to relax when you got back? Yeah, I did, but I can't help myself. I need to strengthen myself. Stronger than I ever will be. You know what, I should start doing the same thing as well and continue my studies for my medical ninjutsu. I'll see you later, then. Naruto bolted on foot, leaving Sakura behind to finish his training in preparation for the Chunin exams. Naruto, you never cease to amaze me, do you? To be continued.
That's it for this podcast. Thanks for listening to this video. I hope you did enjoy this part of the story. Like, share, and subscribe for more. And thank you all for helping support and have a great day.